We got one more LA adjacent story, but it also involves Miami. Because at the end of Miami's 3-3 draw against San Jose, Lionel Messi was having a nice spirited conversation with the referees. I had to guess, I'm not a lip reader, I can't read lips, but I guess they were talking about Mother's Day, maybe what color flowers they were going to go for. Like, I wasn't so sure, but you know, the word red came out. That's the only thing I could pick up. And for whatever reason, the referee was also like holding the back of his pocket, and was talking about red. And I was like, okay, well, that's a weird color for Mother's Day flowers. Usually go yellow or purple or whatever, but
Maybe it's a
um,
Mother's Day card
oh, it could
with
be,
red
could
hearts
be,
on it.
yeah, it could be. Well, Bruce Arena saw this and was like, oh, maybe they're not talking about Mother's Day cards, and we should probably go figure this out. Because as this was happening, he runs on over to where Messi is talking to the referees, and as the referee is reaching for his back pocket, seemingly ready to send Messi off, he steps forward and prevents this from happening. Basically, puts his arm out and says, "Hey, don't worry about it. I'll walk him off the field." At the press conference, he comes out and basically was like, "Yeah, I just want to make sure they didn't send Messi off for something like that. It wasn't worth it. Blah 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 blah." And that was the end of it. But my question to you: was he right in doing this?
He was absolutely right. Bruce gets it. You know, you know that saying that's like those who get it get it. Bruce is one of those people. He gets it. All right, like you get a limited time with Messi in this league. We don't want him sitting on the bench with red cards unless he's playing your team, in which case you definitely do, right? But for the sake of the league and the league's success long term, you want him playing. You want eyes on him. You want people coming to the stadium to see him play. You don't want people paying $800 tickets for him to get a red card and have to sit in the stands. So Bruce is for the people. He understands it. He gets it. He's for the league. And I'm really glad that he did that.
This is a port where you come in and you're like, psych, right?
No, I mean, why would you want? I mean, like in that case, if you were like, why would you want him to just like let Messi get sent off? Like, if you have the opportunity to step in and be like, hey, like let's just separate you guys, like cool down, let cooler heads prevail. Like, let's not do anything like rash. Like everybody's just like, everybody's amped up right now. Like, let's just let cooler heads prevail. Like, why would you not step in that case? Like, I think that's the mature, correct thing to do, even if it's not your player. Plus, it's not like Bruce is playing. Like honestly, the five head play here by Bruce is that they're not playing Miami for the next few games. So why would you want Messi sitting out? Have Messi play against rivals and like be on the field. So like that's the five head play from Bruce here. He's like, hey, listen, don't get yourself sent off. I want you beating up on your next opponent so that we can do better.
You're such a tennis kid. Oh, everybody be friends and everybody be nice and look out for each other. This shows you've never played a team sport in your life. I've got a problem with this. And I
Of
don't know
course
where
you
it ranks in terms of my level of problems. Like I don't know if it's like end of the world problem, but it's bigger than like my leg hurts problem. You know what I mean? There's a difference here between youth sports and pro sports, right? As a youth sports coach myself, I never want to see a game ruined by the ref doing something silly, right? If a 13-year-old kid turns around and after getting fouled and turns around and like, you know, F you to somebody in the general vicinity and the referee goes and tries to send him off, I have a problem with that, right? Because quite clearly, I actually, and I won't share the example, but one of these things happened in my season last season, and instead of him sending off, the referee came over to me and basically gave me a, hey, listen, your player is one word away from being sent off. Like I have no other choice to do it. You might want to just take him out of the game. So instead of sending him off and ruining, taking away 3 games for the rest of his season, because we only had 3 games left, he was like, "Hey, why don't you do this?" That is one of those moments where you're like, "Hey, that's the right thing to do." This is the pro game. As a coach, you look after your players and your players only, unless it's something crazy like, "Oh, this guy just got knocked out and he's not breathing. We need to do something about it." Right? But if a player on the other team goes over and wants to walk over to the ref and run his mouth, go for it. You want to get yourself sent off? That's not on Bruce Arena or anybody on San Jose. That's on Javier Mascherano and his crew for not being able to control their players, right? That's not his problem. I don't think it's right for an opposing coach to go protect other players in the pro game, period. But then you add Messi to it, and it's a whole new layer of weird, right? And this anti-MLS crowd has another field day. Oh, look, everybody's protecting their Messi because they know he's the only thing that's drawing eyes, and nobody watches without Messi. Blah 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 blah. again, going back to the Greg Vanny thing, the optics suck. You just tied a game against a competitor. You've already got people talking about, oh, I'll never watch MLS because it's not real football. It's not clubs versus clubs. It's one league, being a traveling circus or whatever. And now you've got coaches standing up for other players, make sure they don't get sent off. I don't like the optics of it. I think it's a problem because it's not. I don't know if you see it anywhere else. And
I mean, we don't have a
while I'm
player
not
like him anywhere else.
correct, correct, and while I'm not out here saying we need to be like all these other leagues, that doesn't sit right with me. I don't know if I sit there and say, yeah, this is. I want all the because again, do you think he does this if it's Benja Kromowski going up there? No,
Yeah,
I don't think he
probably,
does.
honestly.
I don't think
I
he
think he
does.
does.
No, because I think he was trying to track down Messi to say hello, hey, good game, and then was like, oh wait, let me step in. And again, I'm not saying Bruce Arena was doing this for the cameras, right? Like quite clearly not his thing. But I don't know if he's even in that scenario if it's anybody else. And I don't like the optics of it. I feel like it's not indicative of what we're trying to do. And yeah, I don't like it. I've got a problem with it. I don't think it's the right decision here. Um, get your players off the field, shake hands with whoever you need to shake hands with, and move on. Right? Let the other coaches deal with their players. Because guess what? What happens if he puts his hands on Messi and Messi thinks that he's trying to like pull him back? Right? Now you got this whole brouhaha in the middle, people trying to fight each other because Bruce Arena tried to attack Lionel Messi. First off, headlines I need to see in my life. Second off, um, like it just feels not right.
I'm gonna go with the disagree on this one. I mean, if listen, I don't think Bruce should be getting like what's the right way to say it? Like, I don't think the blame or like any of the optics should be pointed at Bruce. When it's like, I kind of agree with your other point where it's like this should have been on Mascherano to make sure that he's getting his players off the field, like especially if he sees Messi being heated like this. And it's also on Messi too to just like have a cooler head and just like walk away from the situation. Like Bruce was just being the mature person in that situation and saying like, listen, you're hot-headed, you're hot-headed. Like we're just coming off of a game. I'm sure people are amped up. The adrenaline's pumping through everybody's veins right now. Like just separate right now. Take a second, catch your breath. Like like I just don't think he wants to see people being sent off for something so stupid like having an argument at the end of the game. And I know it's not his responsibility, and that's where I agree with you on the master on the part. Like he should be that person there, sending Messi to the locker room. Like get off the field, like we have games to play. Do not get yourself sent off. We need you on the field, especially in the form that we've been playing in lately. But I think Bruce just did the mature thing in the situation that he was put into. So I don't blame him. I mean, I don't even think he was thinking about this when he did made the decision, but like it was like a very for the fans that are going to be paying astronomical money to go watch him play in the upcoming games. It's a great thing for them because if he's sent off with a straight red card and misses 3 games, I don't know if those people can get their money back that they paid to go watch Messi play. Like now it's like and you're gonna what? You're gonna pay like $200 for a ticket to go watch him play, and then you missed out on it because he had an argument after the game with a ref. That
Well,
sucks. That's
well,
stupid.
this then goes back to the broader question: should you buy tickets to see one player play? And this is not just in MLS, but in all sports, right? I'm going to buy tickets to watch LeBron James play. Well, LeBron James is on minutes restrictions, so you're not going to see him play. Is that on the Lakers or whatever? Is he on the Lakers? Yeah, he's on the Lakers for not playing him, or is that on you for spending X amount of money to see a single player not knowing that he's guaranteed to play?
I mean,
I
listen,
understand your point.
you only get like he is so like worshipped and beloved, and it's like it's a different situation from like LeBron because LeBron plays in the US. So like if you are in the US, even if LeBron goes to a different team, you're still going to have an opportunity to see him. Like Messi played his entire career in other leagues outside of the US, in other countries, where it's just like you are not going to be able to see him no matter what team he bounces around to out there unless he comes to the US. So now you get like a couple of years window in the US where you can possibly see him play in competitive games, not just like BS friendlies, like where Barcelona's coming over to play like Sporting KC in a friendly mid-season or something. Like you're seeing
Or
him
did
play in
Casey
competitive games.
stray?
No, it's nothing against KC. It's just like it's a friendly game. Like it's not competitive. like you get one, like you only get so many opportunities to see him in person playing. So like I don't blame the people for spending the money on it. And if Messi's out because of injuries or like minutes restrictions, like I get that too. But like if you bought tickets and he's not there because he was busy yelling at a referee at the end of the game, I blame Messi on that one. I don't blame Inter Miami. I don't blame the fans. Like that's on him.
I'm not trying to blame Bruce here. I'm just talking in general. Like Bruce is the one who did it, but if any other coach did, I would say the same thing. I don't know if it's your responsibility to do that. In an episode where the theme is optics, right? And what things look like throughout, the lens of a fan, or rather I should say throughout the lens of people who are preying on our downfall. Lame. It's a bad look because again, it gives and I'm trying to see your point of view, and I do understand where you're coming from, right? I get it. Like that might have been just him reacting, right? Like it's I'm not trying to save Messi. I'm just trying to step in and make sure the referee doesn't do something silly. Sure. Right. I can understand that. And again, I don't blame like this isn't me being like, oh, Bruce Arena, you idiot. You silly guy. Like how could you do such a thing? Like not what I'm trying to get at here, but I'm just talking like optics. It doesn't feel right, and I don't love it. So I guess what I'm saying is I don't want to see it happen again. Like I'm not sitting here like, oh yeah, like Bruce should be ashamed of doing it. I just don't want to see it become everybody protects Messi from the referee and make sure he doesn't get sent off and stuff like that. If he's gonna have a hothead and get himself into trouble, it's Mascherano and friends or nobody. Like I don't think it should be everybody being like, oh, don't touch Messi, like that isn't I don't think that's a great look for the league or for other clubs or for other coaches.
Yeah, I 100% agree with that. I mean, I think Bruce just did what he did in the situation that he was happened to be in. But I 100% agree with you. It should not be on anybody else having to step in and be like, listen, dude, chill out, like cool yourself down. Like that needs to be on Messi, that needs to be on Mascherano, that needs to be on his teammates. That is an Inter Miami problem that they need to solve. It is not a problem that anybody else needs to solve, nor do they have to step in, nor would I ever blame anybody for not stepping in. If somebody was standing right next to him and did nothing, I would not blame them at all in the slightest.